This is episode 219, 219. This is all about, is Shipt stealing your tips? I'm just going to be succinct. I'm going to try without editing too much because I get so mad and so frustrated that it comes out on my voice and my audacity goes like it's too much. And I'm not supposed to be screaming or anything. I don't want to blow your your eardrums out or anything. But are they stealing your tips? I mean, do you think they are? If you're a Shipt shopper, do you ever have that feeling? Please, you have to comment on this. I need to know if I'm not, I know I'm not the only one, because if you Google it, is Shipt stealing your tips? You're going to see that there's a number of people out there who have noticed the same thing I've noticed. I've noticed it. I've been copying all of my information down. This is what I'm doing. Okay. First of all, let me just say I'm a truth seeker. I am not a troublemaker, though I've been labeled troublemaker just about from everybody that I know and from usually from places that I work. But that's because I'm a problem solver and problems seem to land on my lap. I don't know. I'm not the chosen one or anything. It's just that I'm the one that chooses to do something about it. That's the difference. It'll land on somebody else's desk, but they don't do anything. They don't want to, they put their head down and pretend it's not there. Or me, I hate lies and I hate BS. So I'll say something. I'll be the Norma Ray. I'm going to stand up on that desk, with the sign, right? That's going to be me. That is me. Keeping that in mind, I'm getting crazy already. My head's starting to hurt. Really, seriously, it's starting to hurt. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out, really. I noticed a few months ago, it's been a few months, that my tips have been coming in about after midnight, like 1:30, 2:30, 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, all throughout the night for orders that I have completed a month or more ago. After investigating and asking Shipt people to explain to me, please, how this makes sense, they had different stories to tell me. Some people asked me, well, why don't you update your app? Some people said, well, which was ridiculous, by the way. Some people say, well, it's the customer. Maybe they're up at 3:30 in the morning and they just thought about you. A month later, I doubt it. And then we have the famous one, which was all customers have an app for Shipt, which they have on there the information of all of their orders that they've ever placed and how much tip they gave to what shopper. So that information is on their app indefinitely until they are no longer members of Shipt. Okay, now you know that they pay yearly for that membership, so sometimes they might cancel it. I would assume that they don't have it anymore because they don't have the app, but if they're smart, they'll take screenshots of that and maybe they would have kept it as proof. So if you are a customer of Shipt, you might want to start doing that. And you might want to start paying your shoppers with cash, okay? That's my opinion. It is merely an opinion. I am furious because I'm not getting the right answers, and because every time that I complain, there's a good week or two right after my complaints where all of my tips come in when they're supposed to. So I'll go a whole month, and I've tested this out. I'll go a whole month where my tips are coming in at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, random. Oh, you got one from 2 weeks ago. You got one from 3 weeks ago. You got one from a month and a half ago. That's nice. And then I complain. And then that week or two, all of the orders that I make, I'll get tips within 2 hours, no later than 24 hours after the order is done. Coincidence? What do you think? You think it's a coincidence? Really? Okay. I don't believe in coincidences like that. Not at all. And then it'll start right back up again, like right now, where I'm getting tips like randomly whenever, okay? Then I've noticed the numbers. I've written them all down and I looked at the tips and I see they used to be higher than they are now. Now they're like $1, $2.50, $5, even numbers, which is weird because I never used to get even number tips. I used to get very odd number tips, like, $12.81 on a $200 order, $11.62 on a, I don't know, $89 order. It's weird. It's like weird, okay? Now I'm getting them all even numbers, and they're very low. I got a dollar tip from somebody that spent $189 on, that I shopped for over an hour and 10 minutes on her, and she gave me a dollar tip, and she wanted me as her preferred. Does that make sense? Do you think maybe she gave me a $10 tip and I just got a $1 tip? You think maybe it was her mistake, or maybe you think she accidentally hit 1 and forgot to put the extra 0? Because she kept asking me for orders. Like, her orders keep coming in. I'm just not going to go. If you're going to give me $1, I'm not going to go. Why am I going to go? But I did. I went twice, right? And the second time that she put the order in, it was like $149.99, and she gave me like a $20 tip. So I thought, so where'd that dollar come from? It's a little weird, right? So with all that information in front of you, it's a love-hate relationship right now with Shipt. I'm a very strong advocate in consumer rights. It's important for me because I want everybody to be treated fairly. And I believe that if you're going to be working on a platform like this, you need to watch, your numbers. How do I fix this problem? This is how I fix the problem. It's simple. All I do is I take screenshots of every single order that I accept. I take 3 pictures for each. I take the first one, which is the one that comes in with the order number on the bottom. And then I tap on that and it'll open up into the address with the name of the person. I take a screenshot of that. And then if they tip, whatever time it is, I'll take a screenshot of all my tips, and then I match up the tips, how the tip numbers come in with the order number on the bottom. I match up that order number to the order that I have screenshots of until I find a match. So there'll be 3 pictures. From those 3 pictures, the order number, the first one that you get, the second one, which is the address and the name of the person, and the third one was the tip. That's 3 pictures for one person. I will go in, edit the picture, and I'll put in the date. That's the date, okay, that came in. And I'll take a picture of the screen of the payment where you'll see, when the payment came in, and that'll have the date on there too. I have everything put together. It's confusing, it's time consuming, but it's the only way to be concise and to get the exact information so that in the future, if anything ever happens and there's a class action suit, you never know. They've already just had one. If it ever happens, I will be able to say, yes, I did this. But I go further than that. I take pictures of my members, of my preferred members, and every tip that they'd ever given me. Because if you click on your profile picture on the app, and then you go down to where it says members, and then you'll have a list of all of the tips they gave you and how much they spent on that order. So that's a good way to put it all together into a nice little file where the person, like that lady. It's like, she gives me $1 one time and then $20 the next. It's like, it doesn't match, It's like, if you're diligent and you watch this is your money, right? This is your money. Okay, you work hard for your money, right? Don't you? I know I do. Like I said before, this is the brokest I've ever been. I haven't been able to find like a steady employment anywhere. Maybe because of my label. I don't know. But really, it's important to me to follow through on things like this. And I'm very tenacious when it comes to this kind of stuff. I grab onto it and I won't let it go. Not until I'm satisfied in knowing and understanding what's going on. They're not giving me the right answers. So therefore, I'm not satisfied, and I'm going to keep researching and keep digging. That's why if you go on Google, like I said, if I mentioned it before, I don't know if I did, probably. If you go on Google and you put in, is Shipt stealing tips? You're going to see you are not alone. There are many people out there who are thinking the same thing as you. So anyway, so that's all I have. I just wanted to let you know that I'm on it. I would really love to hear your comments on this. And if you are a Shipt shopper, if you're experiencing this, if you're not, good for you. This is just me expressing myself and expressing my experience with Shipt. I've been here for 3 years and I've got 754 orders so far. And I know that's not a lot, like I said, but I know what I'm doing. I just don't like what's going on. And next Wednesday, I want to talk about Shipt and their bonuses. You really don't want to miss that one. I'm just seeing things that I shouldn't be seeing. I mean, and then I don't like to see. So, all right, then that's all, guys. I will talk to you soon. God bless you. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. Fight for your rights. Don't let people step all over you and take advantage of you and your money. Don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you see. Just don't believe everything, But do be consistent on your research. If you see a lot of people complaining about the same thing, out there, don't just rely on Google. Look at DuckDuckGo, look at Brave.com, same thing. That's how you do it. Try different searches under the same topic and see the differences and see what's the same. And then just make your own, form your own opinion based on what you see. But don't just believe one channel. Don't believe just one channel or two channels. Try to get on the other side and look at both sides, But I don't see them defending themselves on this. I don't see anything with them saying anything, and this is definitely not right. I'll leave you with that. Okay. That's it. God loves you. We love you. Me and Coco. God bless you, and in with you.